My name is Salim. I've been an investor since just before the summer, so around April or May of this year. In, apartments, through mortgages. I've been investing in Dubai since 2005, so pretty much when it opened up to expat. Number one, the ability to invest in small amounts and multiple projects, so to diversify. The time you save, it's a bit of research and a few clicks on an app versus even though Dubai has a fantastic process that's much smoother and faster than other cities, it still does take time. And then managing a property. Just had a recent example now where everything was going well, the tenant moved in and then suddenly the AC fan stops working. The first visit, they think it's the thermostat, then it turns out to be the fan, then the thermostat in another room pops, then there's a leak in the kitchen. So just a series of events. Unfortunately, I had the time to manage that. Yeah, just the time saved is another big factor. And then I would say also just benefiting from having the expertise of a group that is running a lot of projects. So one of the things that I've always avoided in real estate investment is renovations. I've stayed away from them as much as possible. I prefer to pay premiums and buy things that have already been renovated. But now I can get into renovation projects and know that there's someone with a vested interest, with the expertise to do it, and take away all that headache. And then the last thing I would say is if mortgages are involved in any way, and I have used them from time to time, you're completely avoiding them by benefiting from the crowdsourcing. So looking back to when I was a young investor, I think it's a no-brainer, just what you save on the mortgage fees versus what you pay in terms of having someone manage that process for you. Actually, I first heard about it when you guys had just opened from a friend who's in tech, who's really switched on to new trends in investment, and he was doing things like fractional real estate and other areas as well, art investments. And I didn't think much about it at the time, but then recently, that was I think 3-4 years ago, I thought they're interesting, but I didn't follow through with it. And then a few months ago, like I said, before the summer, a friend shared with me a story. He was using it, he was extremely happy with it. He'd started off actually using it as a tool for financial education for his 2 kids. And so he started with small amounts, he gave them both the same amount and said, go ahead, it's your decisions to do whatever choices you want, and then compare notes and see, who does better and what you can learn. And then he found out that he started liking the concept itself and started investing, and he just compared it to his own experience. He's a CEO of a large healthcare group. He had 2 investments in real estate, issues with tenants, RERA cases, etc. And so he found this was way easier, so that was the recommendation. And when he gave me that recommendation, I had a look at it more deeply. Just loved the process of onboarding and got started immediately. So I think I'm very well diversified within Dubai. I haven't looked at other products. So the funds in Saudi Arabia or in the US, I do diversify in my portfolio outside of stake in different ways, but I am using it specifically for Dubai. So I think I'm well diversified. My score was around 74, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty much, all the prime areas in Dubai. I am very averse to sort of, selling in general. It's just the nature of the product. I've enjoyed it so much that I found myself talking about it very immediately. Like every dinner, invitation with friends, we'd start talking, and then I'd be like, "Have you heard of this stake thing? I'm on it." And throughout the journey, so when I was new and I was kind of testing the waters, and during the exit window, I got excited again and said, they have this exit window concept, etc. So it's just, I think the product is so good, I found it so useful that it's just natural. I talk about it to family and friends. I do have a little secret. Sometimes I talk to someone who maybe is an acquaintance and I'm not too comfortable saying, that there's a referral. I don't want them to think I'm doing it for the referral. So I say this is the app, and then I send a little note to the team to say, in case that person signs up, just to let you know I did chat to It's just to show that it's really not for the referral. It's mainly because I really like the concept and I want to share it with friends and family. The key reasons, number one, is just the structure. So this is one of the few products where I've actually read the entire terms and conditions, end to end, had conversations with friends, gone back to what if this happens, what if that happens, because it's a serious, investment. And I wanted to know, can I trust, and what's the structure behind it? So number one, I love the structure. I love the fact that it's owned by the investors. The assets are owned, they're listed in a company that we are shareholders of. There's even a structure in case there's an emergency, if stake were to fold. So I love the structure. I love the transparency, the fees. So whether you want to have a quick look, you've got your key numbers, or you, like me, you want to dig into the Excel sheets and look at exactly where the money is being spent. I love that level of transparency. During the exit window, there was another example that popped up, which again I shared with friends. I was choosing a specific property, done my research, looked at the yields, and pressed go to transfer the money. And I got a warning to say this property is undergoing legal proceedings, so just be careful. It could take a few months until your rent comes in. And I love that level of transparency. It just increases my trust. And I shared that story with a friend who's kind of hesitant. He's very cautious. And I said, look, here's another example of why I think these guys are on the right track, basically, because that trust is the first step. Then the app and the process itself was fantastic. From onboarding to the app itself, super user-friendly. The features are great. The loyalty program is good fun as well. The customer service, I've had a few questions here and there, especially in the beginning. I wanted a bit more clarity here and there. And there's a WhatsApp service, which is great. I even emailed the company sometimes. Had calls back to clarify things. So yeah, the app is great. The customer experience is great. So that's why I've enjoyed it.